I've been thinking lately, am I an outlier or is this problem faced by more people than just me? And that problem is the sheer number of wireless devices that I have in my home. And the core challenge is when all of those wireless devices need to be charged at the same time. I have two laptops, multiple phones, multiple pairs of wireless headphones, an iPad, a ton of wireless devices that when you combine them together, pull a ton of power. And that's where this comes in. This is a 252 watt power adapter from Sabrent. It has a built-in LCD, 4 USB Type-C, and 4 USB Type-A that allows you to charge pretty much any device you want to throw at it.
Just like this, 8 devices all charging at the same time. 2 laptops, an iPad, a wireless speaker, a couple wireless headphones, a wireless mouse, and my iPhone. Now, before we jump into all of the specs of this device, let's first do a quick unboxing. So, of course, you get the power adapter itself. And as you just saw, and as you see on the cover of the box, you also get the external power cable, which has some pros and cons, which we'll cover in this video. And then you also get all the hardware you need to actually wall mount this power adapter, which is really, really nice, especially in like an office environment where you can just throw it on your wall and get everything plugged in and charging right there. So I will cover that as well. We'll get this thing all mounted up in my office. But when it comes to the actual specs and details of this power adapter, so you get, of course, the built-in LCD display, super cool functionality. We'll do a deeper dive on that in just a second. The max of 250 watts across all 8 ports. So you get 2 pairs of USB Type-C with a maximum of 100 watts per port or 125 watts per pair. You also then get 2 pair of USB Type-A ports with a maximum of 18 watts per port or 36 watts per pair. And those can all be charging at either 5 volt, 9 volt, or 12 volt. And for the USB Type-C, up to 20 volts. Now, if we were to compare this against, let's say, this 100 watt gallium nitride charger from Ugreen, comes with 3 USB Type-Cs and a USB Type-A, but can only charge at a max of 100 watts per one port or across all 4. So you are giving up, of course, on some size and portability with the Sabrent power adapter, but a little bit more when it comes to charging capability and capacity. Now, I originally thought about maybe using this thing in my bedroom, charge my phone, charge my Apple Watch, everything while I was sleeping, but it's a little bit difficult with the power cable coming out of the bottom of this thing. I can't put it backwards because then the screen's upside down and it's not the greatest situation to charge on my wall, so decided to install it in my office, and it's perfect right here where my NASs are plugged in, all of my laptops sit as well on their stand. So I'm going to use the built-in, of course, or the mounting hardware that comes with the power adapter, grab a little level, make sure this thing is mounted on the wall perfectly straight. But this allows me to then have my power adapter connected to the wall, which does, enable a little bit more freedom and flexibility in order to, of course, plug things in, but also then read the wattage on the display. Now, of course, it does defeat some of the portability aspect of this thing. That means you're then also having to, let's say, carry around an extra cable in order to charge your devices on the go. But as a stationary power brick, this is a really nice design. Being able to, like I said, mount it on the wall, have it all plugged in, and then see all of the information on the screen. Now, in order to turn this thing on, just a quick 2-second hold of the power button, and everything immediately lights up. So overall, super simple functionality, very, very simple, easy breezy when it comes to that. One little piece that I mentioned briefly when we were looking at it in my bedroom, it would be the ability to just flip the screen upside down would be a nice feature if you are going to use this thing flat, because it makes more sense to have the power cable come out the back of whatever surface you're leaving it on. But of course, super simple. Plug it into my Mac, and immediately see that it's charging at 60 watts. And then you can actually click through each one of the ports and see what they're charging at. So we're getting 20 volts at 3 amps. Of course, that goes up to 5 amps to get that max of 100 watts of charging. But my PC, my laptop, just charging at 60 watts at the moment. So super simple. You can unplug it, plug it in whichever one of the USB-C ports that you want, and it will charge at its maximum capacity of 100 watts. Now, you can't have 2 devices charge at 100 watts per pair vertically, so you do have to separate, let's say, laptops between the left and right side of the adapter. But then it's as simple as plugging in an iPad, and that can charge at 18 watts on the USB Type A, or again, up to the 100 watts on the USB Type Cs.
Now, with all of that taken into consideration, do I actually recommend this 252 watt charger from Sabrent? And the short answer is yes, especially at the price point. So this thing comes in at $90. And when you think about it in terms of price per watt of power delivery, it comes in at just around 36 cents per watt. Whereas the 100 watt Ugreen charger that I showed earlier is a $45 device for 100 watts. It's pretty much 50 cents per watt. So this is a pretty good deal, especially with the feature set and the power delivery capability of this device. The built-in LCD screen, maybe not the most useful for every person who is charging their devices. Not everybody really cares how much power is being delivered to their device, but it does give you some insight to whether you're using the right cable in order to charge your device and get the most output in the fastest charging for your devices. So overall, I think this is a really innovative piece of gear, something that I will definitely be using on a daily basis in my office, potentially on the go, but I'm interested in your guys' thoughts as well. Would you go out and purchase this charger? Love to hear all of your thoughts down in the comments below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, get subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.